Hi, I'm Jo Sharp, host of the Social Protection podcast, brought to you by socialprotection.org. Each month, we will bring you interviews and discussions with experts and practitioners. From financing and school feeding to delivery systems and people with disabilities, join us for different perspectives on the big issues for social protection. If you have discovered this podcast, you probably already know that the last year has been big for social protection. Worldwide, governments, international organisations and communities raced to extend safety nets to the many millions of people who lost work or became more vulnerable due to COVID-19. Many of you have been actively involved in that effort, and of course the pandemic has affected all of us in different ways. So, in this first episode, we bring you a retrospective on our collective year of COVID-19 and maybe some ideas for the future.
The second wake up was to say, my goodness, this program has no health vision at all.
From the sample we had in Lima that was composed of 4 sectors: street vendors, newspaper vendors, domestic workers, and waste pickers, only half of them actually got a cash grant.
So it's difficult. I had one studies that I had to implement last year, but I canceled it because it's difficult to interview elderly on phone, right?
The first question that they will ask you, aren't you making people too dependent? I think that with the COVID-19, some of these attitudes are going to change.
The Social Protection podcast launches on Friday the 26th of March. Subscribe now. Just search for the Social Protection podcast on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or your favourite podcast provider.
Thank you. That's a wrap. Jo, are you sure this is going to work for our target audience?
Yeah, I was going for a more universal approach.
I see what you did there.
Okay.